All right. Good morning. Good morning, guys. What's happening? How we doing today? How we doing, guys? Happy Sunday. Coffee's good. We are here at camp. What we call camp, anyway. Some people call it lake house. 0 degrees. Hop in the chat. Let me know how you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10. What's going on, guys? Who's here this morning saying hello? Yeah, it's cold. It is cold. The water didn't want to play. We're not here for a while. It can get cold. Things get a little sluggish. So, but anyway, get them going. Get things squared away. So, got my job tread shirt today, flying the flag. We moved over from Benedicta yesterday to Island Falls. We had stayed with Dave and Danielle the night before. Good morning, Chris Wallace. Good to see you. Still drinking the coffee bags at camp. It's just easier. Got the wood stove cranking. The heat in the bedroom is up to 50. Wendy's loving that. So, good. You got the high-speed internet just a whizzing, and hopefully you guys can hear me all right. So, anyway, we'll see who jumps in here on a cold Sunday morning, first day of February, February the 1st. Good to see you guys. Anybody watching it on the rewind, pop in the chat. How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm liking this job tread shirt. It's long sleeve. Got to be careful with the long sleeve. Sometimes you can get a little hot. Takes a little too much to get in and out of. Yesterday, I fired things up and spoke for a few minutes, and nobody said they couldn't hear me. So we got that straightened out. Yeah, we didn't get as much snow up here as down there. We're about 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours north of where we live, and we actually got more snow in the southern part of the state with this last storm. So hopefully we'll get more. Everybody up here, I mean, Maine is a big snow sledding state. A lot of snowmobiling goes on up here. So like to see that because it drives the economy. So looks like Michelle Bunker is here. Good to see you. Yeah. Alicia Berry, good to see you. What's happening? Welcome to Live 365. We do this every day. I started back on about 5 days before the end of last year and decided I was going to go live every day because a guy I had met at a conference or at an event said, his name's Johnny Ortiz. He said, the biggest thing that helped me with my coaching business was to just go live every day and be available. So I did that. And then he told me about 3 months later that he only meant Monday through Friday. So by then it was too late. We were already doing the weekends. So at the end of last year, we wrapped up the 365 days and just kept on trucking. So Ryan Brown, I came back for a David appearance. Guy's here like for 5 seconds and he's already got fans. Oh man, my face hurts from hanging out with him for 24 hours. He's absolutely hilarious. We went down to the Opera House last night. We have the place here in Island Falls. It's almost kind of feels like a speakeasy, but it's cool. There's it's quiet. It's a good time, and it's an old opera house that they reworked into a pub, bar, restaurant thing. So anyway. Fabulous Fred is here. Good morning, Dad. How are you? Yeah. He's a man of the people, Ryan says about David. Yeah, it's he's funny. I did get the hat. I got this hat out of him, so that's good. Freshened up my hat collection. And wouldn't you know it, last night ran into somebody that's been to Butcher Burger. So that was all good. Matt Morris here. Happy Sunday, Coach. Yeah, happy Sunday to you. One more week to the Super Bowl. Everybody, all you guys that love to watch football on Sunday, I don't know what you're going to do today. What do they have? Do they have the Pro Bowl today or something? The NFL does a good job of staying relevant every day and every month of the year. There's always something. So I wanted to talk today about being accessible, always being available. I need a BBR hat. I do have a BBR hat. I have to get that back in the rotation. Remember, I got one from I got one from Catroni. I got one from Mark. I definitely have I've got my right here. Got my Mid-South Ponds hat for when Bubba shows up. So I like a good hat. That's probably a good example of a pretty good trucker hat that I typically would wear, which is why the Butcher Burger one works. So, yeah, guys, I want to talk about like being available, being present, that kind of stuff today. Most people think that being available all the time makes him a good leader, right? Well, just do everything for everybody all the time. It's a great path to burnout. Doesn't make you a great leader. It kind of just slowly erodes at your life, right? Ryan, I personally love the Summit gear. Yeah, who doesn't? Accessibility is not leadership, guys. Intentional availability is. So think about the difference, right? I'm actually going to think about the fact that I kind of have a choice on whether I want to just make myself 100% available to everybody. I got the wood stove on this side barking at about 250 degrees, and I just cracked the window. Yeah, always on doesn't equal dependable. Always on equals distracted. Okay, always on equals like absent even when present. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, you kind of there, but you're kind of not. Talking to somebody and what was that? We work really hard to, like if Wendy's doing something on her phone or whatever, I start yakking at her about something, I have to understand that I just say, I'll wait a second and say, hey, when you get a second, I have something I want to share or whatever, rather than talking to her while she's doing something and then being pissed off because she's not listening, right? Or vice versa. So we do the same thing to one another. So, but if everyone can reach you at any time, nothing important ever gets your full attention because you're just kind of parted out all the time. Little pieces of you to everyone, trying to cover all the bases. At times like that where, either during work or training or whatever it was, it might be physically home, but mentally gone with the phone busy or thinking about stuff. And, particularly as an entrepreneur, like, you don't ever let it be said you didn't work hard enough or didn't do enough. So you always want to be, you guys hear me, hey, you're working on world domination. I'm up in the morning, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. If they say post 2 times a day, I'm going to post 3, whatever, right? So you're busy. Good morning, Luke McGee. With the calls, the texts, the emails, and telling yourself, oh, this is just the season. This is just what I do. This is what people do that are successful. But you might be there, but you're really just not present. Okay. There's some hidden cost to that stuff too, guys. Relationships get the leftovers. Nobody really gets the full version of you. And even worse, your kids learn that interruption is normal. Hey, we'll do this if something doesn't pop up. So they're automatically second-class citizens. Rest feels unproductive. I need a break. I need to get rest. Well, you're never switching off because, how many times, you get the phone by you, but you have your notifications on, right? You're available. Oh, and then somebody just literally injected themselves into your life, into your moment without even knowing what you're doing. It's just the climate, the environment, which we've all created for ourselves based on having some electronics, right? And then if you do feeling attacked, man, if you do have boundaries, you feel selfish. Like, I put a boundary in place, but I know that other guy's available all the time. I don't want to lose on that big job. So I'll let my phone stay on. I'm kind of waiting to hear on that price, right? I had some stuff yesterday that popped up, and I'm like, I looked right at Wendy. I go, it's Saturday. It'll keep. It'll keep. Not everybody's going to get my attention every second, right? That doesn't mean I'm special. It just means, frankly, that she is, or that we are, and we're doing our thing, you know. So, and if you don't deal with that stuff, guys, burnout sneaks in, right? It just sneaks in and it just layers on, you know. It's just like adding one more 5-pound weight in the backpack all the time until you're hunched over carrying that whole load. So, I'll ask you guys, where has being available to everyone all the time cost you presence? Touring Man is here. Good to see you, buddy. What's happening? Where you been, brother? I've been doing this thing myself here for several days. Oh, man. Good to see you. Appreciate your comments and always sharing it out and doing your thing. So, guys, you know, I like to give you a little tidbit on this stuff from time to time. Ask yourself what needs you now. Like what does need your attention? What needs 100% of you right now? Okay. And then what needs to be scheduled? You know, somebody pops in, hey, you got a minute? Actually, I don't. Here's my calendar link, and I can link up with you Monday, unless it's an emergency. You know, let's hear it in a bad way. Okay. What needs you now? What needs to be scheduled? And this last one, what needs me never? Like what do I not even need to do? And the sun will come up tomorrow. People will figure it out, and you'll still have that time you might have committed to something that, you know, wasn't necessarily yours to deal with. Touring Man, yeah, I'm working really hard, man. I'm fine. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Be careful on the bike. Excuse me. Yeah, leadership's not about being reachable, guys. It's not about being reachable. It's about being effective, both with how you spend your time. And if you're leading people and, you know, you're managing your time and it's complete chaos, I mean, what does that say about you as a leader? Okay. Don't give everybody your time all the time. Install one boundary today. It's a great day to do it. Think about that. Maybe a good way to do it is go through your phone and just scroll through the texts and see who you're spending who's getting most of your time, or your emails, right? Look at your calendar. You know, is that weekly meeting that you're going to, is it productive? Is it worth your time? Do you need to be there? Could it be shorter? Okay. And then I'd encourage you to install a block of time that's phone free, right? It would be more like Wendy. She's always like, I'm like, where's your phone? She goes, I have no idea, and I don't really care. Right? She doesn't let her phone own her, you know. So install one boundary today, maybe one block of time that's phone free, that you're committing to everybody else. Oftentimes, I'll put my phone somewhere and just turn it over face down, even, so I'm not even tempted to mess with it. Okay. Pop it in the chat if you guys have thought of a boundary or a block of time that you could think of today that you might pop in there and install, where you're like, you know what? All right, I'll do that. I'm thinking about that. We got those bricks. Frankly, Wendy doesn't need a brick, but I'm trying it at home when I didn't bring it with me, but we're gonna, try it. It shuts down my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, school, all the stuff, anything social, anything that could be considered a distraction. It just shuts it down until you unbrick it. Okay. You can do the same thing with your phone. It's just more intentional this way. So, Sherry, good morning. Delegate and elevate. It can be tough to let go, but will be the best thing for you. Absolutely. I love that. Delegate and elevate. For sure. Sherry and Rick have the dogs, so it's been interesting to be moving around without them, because like when I go out the door and go to close the door, always looking to make sure I don't close talking the door. And so they're at the spa at Rick and Sherry's. We call it the Rick's, RICKTZ. So yeah, Matt says time block when I check my emails and remove the notifications from my watch. There you go. Yeah, those Apple Watches are great, but until it's just buzzing on you all the time. Good morning, Mark Bunker. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, just talking about being intentional with how you spend your time, who you give it to, what you commit it to. Okay. your family doesn't need more access to you. They just need more presence, just more presence, just being there. And how, oftentimes Wendy and I will be like, she's like, what's on the schedule for today? She has my schedule on her phone too, but we talk about what's up for today. And it's important that sometimes I just say nothing. I have nothing that, nothing that's taken, nothing that I have to commit my time to. So what are we up to? What are we doing? So if you have somebody in your life that, you're committed to, and they deserve your presence, not just, lip service, so to speak. We'll do this here, we'll do this there. So think about that. Sunday's a great day to do it. Super Bowl Sunday next week, so that'll be interesting. Go Pats, of course. Guys, pop a fist pump in the chat if this was helpful. We are in Island Falls today, so we're going to stay about 6 months, I think. Stay till ice out, which is sometime in April. I can do it. But I was trudging out to start the generator this morning, and scratching along in the path in the snow, and it's like 0. I'm like, man, I hope that thing starts. Sometimes I bring it inside on a night like this, or a night like last night where it's dropping to 0. It's just better for it. So yeah, Sunday in the county. Greenleaf, good to see you. We were chatting about you last night. We were at the hotel, the Opera House, with Dave and Danielle, and we was chatting about you, and talking about Steve and all kinds of guys in your age group, so to speak. So I hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, go Pats. Yeah, who's going to the Super Bowl? Did you get your tickets yet? Thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you guys being here, supporting me, sharing it out, putting up with the multiple locations and sometimes different times. Guys, if you're a member of the Rosenberg Group community, inside our coaching community, don't forget you can attend Ground School. February, we're doing an extra day. We're doing Founders Day on the 15th, but you can come on the 16th and 17th. And if you're curious about Founders Day, let me know. We'll talk about it. But we'd love to have you. That's Ground School, and it's all about marketing. 2 days full of marketing. So it's going to be a blast. And bringing in some special guests for that. It's going to be pretty cool. So excited to be going down to Texas the middle of this month. So in a couple of weeks. Yep. So anyway, actually down in Wyndham today. So we flip-flopped. Well, that's good. All good. Yeah. It's about 3 hours and 45 minutes to get up here. So ain't nobody stopping by. Bobby Bacchiel, good to see you. All great advice, Bob. Thanks. Personal time is precious and priceless. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Good to see you on here. So guys, share it out if you don't mind. Like if this hits home with you, or hey, you got somebody that that either you're leading or you're hanging out with, you think might benefit from listening to this, or there's a particular episode, shoot it to them in a DM. I'm not looking to pollute your Facebook page, but that's how good communities are grown, and things are shared, and it's how people level up. And that's really all I'm looking to do, is help people level up at life and business. And I get a little better at what I'm doing in the process, and helps me with my speaking and staying on top of my skills too. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a tremendous day today. Get outside, do something. We've got to, I'm going to be on the end of a roof rake today for a while. So getting the snow off the roof. We try to do that a few times a year up here, just to lighten the load, because it can come fast and furious. So taking care of the building and making sure she's not listing hard to stop it. So anyway, good to see you guys. I appreciate you. Love you all. If you need me, let me know. Hit me with a DM if you're curious about anything that we have going on, or any of the links that I've shared in the past. Let us know. Appreciate you. Take care, guys. Have a great day.